The best way we can keep faith with your loved ones who gave their lives for our country and for our democracy is to take good care of their comrades when they come home. They need a good education, they need decent health care, and they need a job. And that's something that all of us today can vow once again, that we will work together to make sure that our veterans and our service members are treated right when they come home with great honor. Because as you know, more than anyone, your sons and daughters were volunteers. They answered the call to duty at a crucial time in our country's history. In the aftermath of September 11th of 2001, a horrific day that we will never forget, there were those heroic men and women who volunteered for our military to defend our democracy. And I think it's most appropriate that we're here in this place, a very solemn place, in our state of Illinois, the land of Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln served during the Civil War. He came from Illinois. And on that wall, it commemorates one of the battles of the Civil War, the Battle of Gettysburg. And this year, it happens in November, on November 19th. It'll be the 150th anniversary of the Gettysburg Address. It's only 272 words long, the Gettysburg Address. And we'll be at our Lincoln Museum and Education Center and Library in Springfield on that actual day to remember Abraham Lincoln and his immortal words of the Gettysburg Address. What he said at that address was to honor those who gave their last full measure of devotion to our democracy. And that's exactly what your sons and your daughters have done for us today, 150 years later. And it's important what Lincoln said, that we remember that we shall never forget the sacrifice of your sons and daughters. They were, as I said, volunteers. And in the Old Testament, Isaiah the prophet talks about those who volunteer for important things. He said they were righteous oaks. That's from the Old Testament. Those who volunteer for important matters are righteous oaks. And as General Cumray just mentioned, it's so important that we remember that these men and women answered that call. Isaiah said, "Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I heard you calling in the night. I will go if you lead me, and I will hold your people in my arms." And that's what your sons and daughters have done for us. They held all of us, the family of Illinois and the family of America, in their arms. And we can never, ever forget them. That's why today we always gather on the last Sunday of September, Gold Star Mother's Day, because we honor each and every one of the family members here who gave the values to your sons and daughters. It's so important that we honor those values, those fundamental values of patriotism, of devotion, of sticking together and working together. That's what America is all about. That's what our faith is all about. And I think it is important on this day to remember what our faith teaches us. This is always a bittersweet day. It brings back some memories that maybe we don't always want to remember, but it's important that we come together as a family that sticks together and helps each other get through the grief, because there are no words in the English language or any language to relieve the pain of losing someone you have known since the day they were born. I think it's important that we, the family of Illinois, 13 million people, have this occasion where we honor you, the family members, the Gold Star families, for the values you gave your sons and daughters. They did not, in many cases, have a long chronological life, but they had a purposeful life. And I think that's what matters to God and to our faith. Our faith teaches us we will see your loved ones again, and we will thank them for their lives of service, their servants' hearts. That's what I have found at every funeral or wake that I have attended, that service member who gave their lives for our country had that ethic of service that all of us can emulate and imitate and teach our children. And that's why it's so important that we honor you today. You know, sometimes the words hero are bandied about in our society. You know, if you score a touchdown and win the game, you're the next day's hero. Or if you're some outrageous rock star or celebrity, you're a role model. I don't think so. I think the true heroes, the real role models in our society are your sons and daughters. They answered the call to duty. They went forward in the face of danger. They volunteered. They are our righteous oaks. They are our heroes, and they always will be. So on this day, this bittersweet day, we ask God to bless the immortal souls of your sons and daughters. We love you, soldiers of Illinois, and we always will.